Hey, what's going on? This is Loch with no further ado with that Better Call Saul recap. Man, this episode, I like this episode a lot. I like that a lot. Viral Munchies, follow me at Loch121 everywhere. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Give me any suggestions, any questions, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yes, you start off and you got Hector drinking coffee. I was hoping it was poison, but it was not poison, unfortunately. So you see Crazy Eight come in, and first you see Nacho is taking money from some other dude. So I guess this is collection day. So he's taking money from the workers who work for Hector. So Crazy Eight comes in, he's light on the money, and Hector says something after Crazy Eight lets him leave, and Nacho goes and he drags him in and he beats him down, gives him that good beat down. So Nacho, he's sewing in his father's shop, and he's thinking, and a needle from the sewing machine goes through his hand, and he don't even flinch or anything. He doesn't even react. It's like he just numb. And then you see Kim talking in court and making Saul sound like an angel. Peace to Kim with her feet out up there. Kim and Saul behind me. Um, so she's talking in court, making him sound like an angel, talking about how he, helps the elderly, which he does for a fee. And he took care of Chuck, and then he snapped when he found out Chuck was hating on him. So Saul ends up getting, I guess, basically suspended for a year. And Rebecca, Chuck's ex-wife, comes in. Well, hold up. First, Rebecca goes to see Chuck and he won't answer. And he's really in the crib, he in the fetal position. He looks bad. She goes to Saul and asks Saul to come help. And he says no. Basically, is what happens. He says no in a very funny way too. So Mike is at a mourners meeting, I guess. They show that real quick. So Howard goes to see Chuck. Howard waits for a long time, waits until Chuck eventually comes out. You know what I'm saying? Howard is a great friend. Saul, he basically is like Saul gonna mess up the suspension, and it's gonna end up being forever. So Chuck should just, move on and, stop chasing his brother. Then you see Chuck taking a battery out of that recorder he used to set Saul up, and he's holding it in his hand, and he's trying to I guess, get over his condition, so his mental condition. So Saul asked a friend to help him call the clients and tell him he's taking a break from the law for a year. And one of the people, the last dude, points out that his ads are still running on TV. So Saul is like, you know, he lost like 4K. Saul is a liar too, because he told dude, yep, you'll see me on TV. Unless Saul didn't really think about it when he said that. But yeah, so what happens is you get a classic scene of Saul and Kim smoking cigarettes. I always love it. It's always great when they smoke cigarettes. And he basically says, she like, why keep the office? And he's like, we're gonna keep the office. And if I can't keep my half, that's when we'll sell it. So now he's trying to sell ad space, the ad space he bought to other people. And he's offering to make the commercial with the camera crew from like the pilot and or whatever episode that was. And he's gonna make the commercial, and then they would get the time slot for like, I guess, like I think like 800 something dollars or something, and he's trying to just recoup his money. So then he gets shut down by these people he goes to see, tries to get them to get it on the same day, and they were like, no. So then one of the people, the the girl in the camera crew points out, why don't you make an ad to sell ads? So boom, apparently they make an ad, but we don't see the ad until later. So next you see the Los Polos Hermanos truck delivering that yayo to a warehouse. And Tyrus, who is, got a little gut now, Tyrus, no hating, bruh. Hey, you eating good, bruh. He was in Breaking Bad, so I understand. But he was definitely much smaller. Maybe you could say that he used to be chubby and he worked out and he was eating too much the Polos Hermanos and he worked out and then he got more toned up by Breaking Bad. I don't know. So Tyrus and Victor lay out all these bricks, what I assume to be cocaine. I think it's cocaine. And Nacho is there and he takes 6 instead of 5. Victor pulls out the strap and Nacho, man, he like looking leery, kind of looking like he gonna reach, but he ain't really, he ain't pull out. So Tyrus says, chill, they call Gus. Gus is somewhere and Gus says, it's okay, let him have it. And Nacho was like, it's 6 for the Don. You know what I'm saying? Don Salam, whatever, Don Salamanca. So he calmly closes the bag and walks off cool, but you can see in his face that it. So Gus is in the lab, in the super lab, in what becomes the super lab. That's where he is when he's talking on the phone. And guess who we see? Lydia, oh Lydia, the tattoo lady, whatever that song was. Yes, Lydia is meeting with Gus. Because yes, Lydia always worked with Gus. She was supplied the methylamine and also did distribution. So Chuck puts on this tinfoil stuff and walks out. He eventually ends up at a payphone. Albuquerque looks great. He walks by a place named Chemo. So yeah, I think that might have been an Easter egg. So he calls a doctor to get help, his ex-doctor. Nacho tells Hector that Vic had pulled the gun on him and put it to his head, and the other guy was like, it's no big deal. But shoot, I'm like, he ain't put it to your head, so of course it ain't a big deal to you. So Hector asks about Nacho's father. He wants Nacho's father to get in business. And Hector says, my father is legit. And Hector like, we'll teach him. And then he finds out that Tuco had knifed the guy. I don't know if he killed him, apparently not. He knifed the guy and whatever and broke a guard's jaw. So Hector just gets hyped, flipped the table over and has like an attack. And then he reaches for his pills. He's trying to get his pills. One of the pills dropped to the floor. Hector gets his pill and he seems better. So you see when Hector leaves that the pill that fell, Nacho has it under his shoe. And you see that he's looking. And so Hector asks about trying to get his pops in the business. I think he wants to murk him out. Maybe it's Nacho who does that to Hector. So, but nah, because it's a preview. So Kim, Paul's place, and I guess she lives at the building because you saw her in the episode getting dressed in the gym. Why doesn't she live with Saul? I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe, I don't know. So Saul is still in the commercials and he's paying for the ad time. And he made his commercial. And he has his fake beard on, and it's like, woo, woo, you want to get ads, you want to be famous, Albuquerque, yada yada, And the name of the guy is Saul Goodman, Saul Goodman Production Company. And he says, it's Saul Goodman. And and Kim is like, that guy has a lot of energy, and you can see Kim thinking. You know what I'm saying? So. Now, a couple of questions or theories or whatever. What will Saul do to get money? Well, he could just dive in and start working with Gus. he could start doing that ad stuff seriously and just overall just being a swindler. He could bring people, clients to Kim and then get money from that. But ain't no telling with Saul. Ooh, ain't no telling. So I'm wondering too though, does Hector sell meth at all at this point? It seems like Tuco was involved in the meth because he was already high, I think, in the pilot. So um, what is Chuck's plan? He's going to see this doctor. I don't think that Chuck is giving up. I think that Chuck is still trying to topple his brother. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what is Kim's plan? I'm wondering, is there a loophole possibly where Saul could change his name, take the bar under that name, and be Saul Goodman and not even be Jimmy McGill at all, and actually still practice law? But that just seems like it would be technically crazy. But there's a preview, and it looks like she's saying to somebody, you know, basically there's some kind of loophole. I'm wondering if Saul still has that production company. Knowing Saul, he probably owns the channel now. And I'm like, too bad, he couldn't advertise Walter White's meth on TV. That would have been great sales. Um, does Saul, does Gus sell coke and meth? What is he selling? Because he definitely had his own bricks. So maybe what happens is he somehow, but he also sells for the cartel. Still don't understand why exactly they got him under pressure. I guess just off the strength they're out there. I don't know. Maybe he went out there working with them. So yeah, he definitely is kicking back money to them. So he must be selling for them in some manner. So, but they talked way back in like late 80s about that meth though. So yeah, I'm trying to think, what else I could be missing. Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much it. This was a dope episode, man. You get Lydia coming in, you see her and how the lab comes to be, the famous super lab. So yeah, Walter White's coming. Walter White's coming. Probably not to the end, but yeah. Also, all right. But yeah, I am wondering about, who is selling meth right now exactly. Does Hector even sell meth? I don't know. But it looks like Mike is going that Nacho is gonna go to Mike concerning this, and he definitely wants to off. Um, he wants to off what's the name? Hector for sure. It would seem so. So, um, hmm, yeah, it might be Nacho who does that to do. So I ain't gonna keep y'all all day. I think that's pretty much it for today as far as Better Call Saul is concerned. And follow me at Loch121. That's LOCH121. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. That's my Facebook handle. Check out the links in my description. I need those likes. I need those shares. I need those comments. Viral Munchies. Let's get it popping. We're gonna do a lot more things, add a lot more things like news and other things. I'm just dipping my foot, in the game. But shout to all the great recap shows. Shout to AfterBuzz who point out stuff I miss sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm out, man. Peace. Follow me at Loch121.